Greetings everyone, and welcome back to what I call the courtyard area between the house and the garage slash barn. It's kind of set up as my construction area right now. I've been doing a lot of work on the place. So, I've been getting a lot of questions about what happened to the projects, my JAT 801 amplifier, questions like that, and a speaker project. What happened to those? Why haven't I been working on those? Well, here's what's been going on. Well, if you follow the channel, you know I moved last year. Hard to believe it's already been almost a year, another month. But yeah, fixer upper house, and I gotta do a lot of work to it, and I'm realizing that it's not gonna get all done this year, but anyway, so I've been putting a lot of attention to that. And I'm self-employed. I call myself semi-retired in that I'm not taking on new customers, but I have a handful of customers that come back and want work, and I really can't say no to them because I don't want to lose them. I still want to have something to do. You know, need to earn some money on the side here. YouTube really doesn't fulfill that, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So, yeah, to get back on track here, one of my customers gave me a couple months worth of work this summer. So, that's another thing. So, over the last year, I haven't been putting much into the channel. I don't think my quality has been very good. Like I say, I've been kind of neglecting the projects. I do want to get back into those. And as I spin down my employment a little bit, I still want to keep working, but I want to kind of spin it down somewhat, so that I can, you know, enjoy the finer things in life, I guess you could say. Start to enjoy retirement more. I'm in my 50s, kind of retiring early. But like I say, I want to keep working, and it's just something to do. I've had people asking about the 501. Oh, you got the Quantasylum, won't you analyze it on the Quantasylum? It had like 4 or 5 times in the comment section somebody asked me to do that. Okay, yep, good idea. Baselining the Quantasylum, and maybe the next video I'll do that. I'm kind of curious myself. I just haven't got around to that. The thing is, that Quantasylum, such a awesome tool. And the really only time I use it is when I shoot a video. I haven't sat down and, you know, learned how to use it much. There's a lot to it. So playing around with it and then shooting the video, I think will help me out there. So yeah, I'll get that video up here pretty soon. I want to test some other amplifiers on the Quantasylum, like the LM 1875 and the TDA 2050 boards. See how those work. So how much do I make on YouTube? Well, not really that much. I think it was 2016. I had a lot of people say, oh, you ought to monetize, you can earn money and put it back in the channel and just, you know, earn money, have extra cash, even make a career out of it. I didn't think I'd make it that far. I didn't make a career out of YouTube. It's really just a hobby. But right now, looking at my ad revenue, about $150 a month. That's it. Not much at all. During the peak period, I was making, I think I got up to 400. And I set up with Patreon. Right now, Patreon, I think the last month was like 175 or so. I think it tells you right on the page. At the peak, I was also doing upwards of 400 on Patreon. So yeah, the quality of my content, a lot of it's my fault. I just haven't been doing a lot. Haven't been doing a lot with YouTube, and you know, it's gonna show up in the. But do I care? Yeah, it's a hobby for me. I don't want to make a career out of it or anything. It's just for fun. So far, I love it out here in the country. It's fairly quiet. I mean, as far as people go. You can hear the noise from the highway. You know, there's a highway a few hundred yards through the woods, but I mean, no issues with the neighbors. The neighbor over this side has been great. She's an older lady whose husband passed away a few years ago, and she's really helped me out. She put me in touch with a neighbor on the other side of her who takes scrap metal, because I had a bunch of metal when I tore out my old furnace. Tore down the chimney. That's what's left of it. That was a job. A 2-day job, knocking this masonry chimney down all the way down to the foundation. I lost a couple pounds doing all that work. That was some work. But yeah, it's I really like it living out here. Here's the weird thing. When my parents, you know, they're in their 80s now, and my dad wants me to move in with them when one of them passes away and kind of take care of things. My mom, she's having issues with dementia. You know, that's starting up with her. My dad's still pretty sharp. I can see a little bit with him, but my mom's really starting to suffer. Kind of in the initial stages. It's not real bad yet, but you know, she'll tell you something, and in 5 minutes again she'll tell you the same thing over. So yeah, that's kind of starting up with her dementia. So if I move in with them, I'll have to probably sell this place. It's just, I don't know how I feel about that. I like being alone. I'm not a people person. I'm a introvert. And yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. This is where the pool used to be. I tore that down, saving the good wood, burning the crap. So what else to say here? I think I said about everything I wanted to say, but just kind of update you what's going on here.